Welcome back to our YouTube channel of DCC Animal Hospital. Today, I'm having Dr. Ramanpreet and Dr. Gurtej with me, and I'm going to talk about the behavior of dogs, good or bad, reinforcement of the positive things and implementation of negative things. While we doing the training and the behavior training. So, Doctor, what do you think, Dr. Ramanpreet, the best way to train your dog?
Best way to train is to go for positive reinforcement. Like if they are doing something good, if they are uh, helping you out or doing the things that you want them to, like if you tell them to sit and they are sitting, if you tell them to roll, then they are rolling. Then it's better to treat them with things they like a dog treat, bones, calcium bones, chicken bones, or anything. So that way they'll know that if I'll do the things as asked by my parent or my owner, then I'll be treated well and I'll get the things I deserve.
So, you mean that you want to make your dog a student of you?
Don't want to make him a student, but sometimes it's necessary for dogs to be under control of their owners, because whenever they are inside the clinic also, inside the...
You mean that not a student, but a behavior. So, Doctor, you are a new graduate, like you have done your post-graduation recently, and I think so 4 months in practice, I feel. So, when you were in college, what was your thoughts about training of a dog or behavior of a dog?
Sir, as I also want to learn this training courses, because like training a dog is a bit difficult for a owner by their own. So it should be like we should appreciate when they behave good. We should give them the treats so that they can do the act, because they get motivated easily by doing such activities. And
Okay.
in the clinics, like when the dogs are not obeying, it's very difficult to treat them also.
So, how you answer that, Doctor?
Definitely, it's very difficult to treat how can we say that? I am forgetting the term. Very difficult to treat a rowdy dog. Rowdy, I can say that. Because they try to bite the owners also, they try to bite their parents, and obviously they try to bite the vets or paravets who are handling them. So training is a essential aspect in a dog's regular well-being. Because sometimes we also see cases in which the dog is so aggressive that even the owners or the paravets or the vets, no one is able to handle them, and we have to anesthetize him or sedate him for checkups also, and it's not recommended on the regular basis.
So, how you feel that these problems can be avoided? So, what you will recommend as a veterinarian, like you have a quite of experience, to the pet parents, what you will say to them? What will you ask them to correct themselves? That we should not go for sedating the dog in case of any rowdy dog, as you mentioned.
Basic first thing I would like to say is that they should train their dogs on a regular basis, and do not shout to them, do not tell them to not do the things angrily, because ultimately they become fearful and it also develops anxiety, and even anxious dogs are sometimes they try to bite anxious dogs. So love and care is the most essential thing for a dog, and owners should also keep that in mind, that if the dog is cared for well, if the dog is talked to very lovely and in a affectionate manner, he understands, or he or she understands the things pretty much better, rather than being angry to him that he is not doing things as owners want him to.
So, you mean that when you have a pup at home, we should spend more time, a valuable time with the pet. And we should learn, actually, if you ask me my question, I'll put this way that, first the pet owner has to understand what a pet is. Spend quality of time. Learn from existing pet parents which have not really done any big mistake while they were growing up. Go to a professional, go to a veterinary hospital, talk to a veterinary doctor, ask them what are the good and bad way of training them for the behavior, where we can talk about behavior. Nobody wants a dog to just fetch a newspaper or bring a what you call a letter from there, or pick up a vegetable bag and bring it to me. Nobody wants that. Those are therapy dogs. They are different dogs. There's a different scenario altogether. But in routine, normal houses, we need a dog which is with a good behavior. Like we come across so many incidents every day, almost, that एक लिफ्ट में किसी ने किसी को काट लिया, आपस में लड़ाई हो गया, किसी बेबी को काट लिया. These things they start happening, and basically the society is more. Street में होती है, that's a different story. But societies में बहुत ज़्यादा होने लगी है. So here comes, जब भी आपका कोई डॉग है, when to appreciate, when not to appreciate. आप कब किसी चीज़ गलत कोई चीज़ के ऊपर आप उसको अप्रिशिएट करेंगे, he will do more. कम करेंगे और उसको कंट्रोल करेंगे उस वक्त, he will behave properly. So there are methods where we have to really learn those. खाली डॉग रख लेना ही मतलब एक काम नहीं हो गया. डॉग रखने के बाद आपकी बहुत जिम्मेवारियाँ बढ़ जाती हैं, और उनमें से सबसे बड़ी जिम्मेवारी, हम जब सोसाइटी में रहते हैं तो एक रिस्पॉन्सिबल पेट पेरेंट की तरह हमें बिहेव करना चाहिए, राइट. उस वक्त हमें खुद ट्रेनिंग लेनी होगी. अपने नेबर्स को पूछना पड़ेगा कि मैं डॉग ले आऊँ. हो सकता है पड़ोसी, दोनों पड़ोसी, तीनों पड़ोसी, चार तरफ से पड़ोसी, सबको आपको साथ में रखना पड़ेगा. बिकॉज यू नेवर नो, आप डॉक्टर साहब ने डॉग ले लिया, मुझे पसंद नहीं है, आपको पसंद नहीं है, आपका डॉग घूम रहा है, विल टीज हिम, वी थ्रो हिम, वी अब्यूज हिम, वी शाउट ऑन हिम. उससे भी उसके एंग्जाइटी लेवल चेंज होती है. सो बिफोर इवन अडॉप्टिंग, दिस इज़ अ चेंज, ए रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी एट हाउ वी बिहेव. और कब उसको एनकरेजमेंट करना है, कब उसको एनकरेजमेंट नहीं करना है, आई थिंक सो डॉक्टर साहब राइटली पॉइंटेड आउट. हमें कब पनिशमेंट इट्स नॉट ए सॉल्यूशन. Solution remains with us, that we should not punish, rather we avoid the punishment and give them a good behavioral training. अब तो बहुत अच्छे प्रोफेशनल्स आ गए हैं जो they talk about, they take classes of owners, you have to go with a pet, you sit there, both behave like as a learners there, in front of the trainer, that दोनों को सिखा रहा है how to behave, he comes to you, you go to them. This is a mutual thing. अगर हमें एक अच्छा पेट पेरेंट बनना है और अपनी फ्यूचर आने वाली जनरेशन्स को कुछ अच्छा देके जाना है, इन माई ओपिनियन, वी शुड लर्न डॉग बिहेवियर, वी शुड अडॉप्ट डॉग बिहेवियर्स मेथोडोलॉजी. ट्रेनिंग पार्ट इज एंटायरली डिफरेंट. आर्मी डॉग्स आर ट्रेन्ड, सोसाइटी डॉग शुड बी behavioral training should be there. They should behave, right? That is the way, to combine both things together when we have the responsible pet parents. So आपको सेडेशन की भी ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, और आपको और मेथड्स डांटने की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ेगी, बिकॉज ही विल लर्न फ्रॉम द पपीहुड इटसेल्फ. और कभी कभी मेरा अपना क्लिनिकल ऑब्जर्वेशन है, जब डॉग पेन में होता है, हम उसको रियलाइज़ नहीं करते, उसको उठाते वक्त, मतलब टेबल पे रखते वक्त, उस वक्त भी वो बाइट कर जाता है. वो पूरी कोशिश करता है मैं ना करूँ, लेकिन कुछ जगह से टची पॉइंट्स होते हैं, शायद वो उसको अच्छा ना लगता हो. सो फॉर एज ए वेटरीनियन ऑल्सो वी हैव टू लर्न हाउ टू हैंडल, हाउ टू बेसिकली रिस्ट्रेन थिंग्स. कैसे हम लोगों को टेबल पे रखना है, कैसे उसको जज करना है, कैसे उसको रीड करना है, बॉडी लैंग्वेज कैसे रीड करनी है. बिकॉज एवरी एनिमल, एवरी क्रिएचर रादर, दे हैव एक्सप्रेशंस. वी ह्यूमन्स फील वी आर द स्मार्टेस्ट, बट आई डोंट थिंक सो, वी आर नॉट, राइट. लैंग्वेज उनके पास भी है, वो हम समझते नहीं हैं. हमारी वो समझते हैं, लेकिन उनकी लैंग्वेज हम नहीं समझते. इफ़ यू सी इन देयर आइज, इफ़ यू रीड देयर बॉडी लैंग्वेज, उनका मूवमेंट्स को करेंगे, आपको सब पता लग जाएगी. These days, we see different type of muzzles coming up in different type of situations, पहले मज़ल्स डिफरेंट आते थे, लोग रस्सी से मुंह बांधते थे, बट मेरे हिसाब से, और डॉक्टर साहब आपके हिसाब से भी, आई थिंक आपका भी अच्छा एक्सपीरियंस है, मजलिंग जब करते हैं, इज़ इट नेसेसरी?
unnecessary muzzling a dog is not recommended, because if you'll muzzle him, ultimately he'll feel anxious. Why my mouth is being closed? Why I'm not able to bite onto things, or why I'm not.
I mean, to breathe properly, yeah.
So he'll get more fearful, he'll get more anxious, and ultimately he'll get more aggressive. And sometimes even I have heard from owners that he is barking too much, or he tries to bite my furniture, he is destroying my furniture. Should I muzzle him? I just advise against it. Because if he's biting the furniture, you can give him a calcium bone to play with, or some toy to play with. Muzzling is not an option. Muzzling is only recommended for overly extra aggressive dogs. That's
I believe the same, like sometimes it is like needed in case of when we are just giving them grooming and all that, because many dogs they don't like to be underwater, they hate water and the pressures and stuff like that. Maybe sometimes you need it when it is needed, but it is not advisable to muzzle dogs, I believe so. So पेट पेरेंट्स आप लोग को काफ़ी कुछ शायद हम लोगों ने बताने की कोशिश की है. ट्रेनिंग योर डॉग इज़ वन पार्ट, बिहेवियर ट्रेनिंग इज़ सेकेंड पार्ट, थर्ड पार्ट unnecessary muzzling your dog will put him under mood, anxiety, stress and his behavior will change. नेक्स्ट टाइम कोई भी चीज़ अगर हाथ में लेके आप मज़ल आएंगे, विल स्टार्ट रिएक्टिंग टू दैट. सो आप कोशिश करें कि वो चीज़ ना करें. नंबर एक. नंबर दो, आपको कोई भी सवाल अगर हमसे है और आप और कुछ जानना चाहते हैं बिहेवियर के बारे में, तो प्लीज़ डेफिनेटली कमेंट करिए और जो सवाल पूछने हैं बेशक पूछिए और आप हमें फॉलो करिए. थैंक यू वेरी मच एंड सी यू सून.